Welcome to Ohio Woodburner. My name is Joe and you are in downtown Youngstown. Guys, today is going to be a really cool video. We are at Space Kat BBQ, downtown Youngstown, right on Federal Street. And I am very serious, guys. This restaurant is awesome. The owner, his name is Jack Zizzo, and I really do think he's going to be famous one day. This barbecue joint has really become a go-to spot in downtown. It's got a cult following, and it's not just with the younger college population, but I mean everyone comes down here to get this barbecue. It is that good. It's a Texas style, which I'll let Jack explain to you here when he comes out. So come along and enjoy this delivery. The only wood that he uses is cherry. So he likes it split small. I have all these split pretty small with the super splitter, and this is he goes through about one cord a month.
Hey, there's my man Joe.
All right.
What's up, Mike?
Jack, how you doing, bud?
Good, man. Good to see you.
Really, yeah. Listen, let me introduce you to my viewers here.
All right.
Guys, this is Jack Zizzo. I've talked about him before. He is the owner of Space Kat BBQ. He's got some videos on YouTube also under the Sultan of Smoke.
Sultan of Smoke, right? That's correct.
Guys, I am very serious when I say this, and I'm not just blowing smoke here. Jack is dynamite, and he's going to be famous one day. I hope that you remember his name. I'm serious.
Stop it.
So, Jack, you have been, you've worked with some of the biggest names in barbecue, is that right?
That's correct.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I learned down in Austin, Texas. I cooked at La Barbecue, became pitmaster there. Worked under John Lewis, who previously worked at Franklin Barbecue, which everybody watching this video probably knows. Now John has Lewis Barbecue down in Charleston. So he was basically my mentor. I worked with a couple great guys there at La Barbecue too. We had S.O. Ramos from 2M Smokehouse in San Antonio. And then the young gun, Dylan Taylor, he owns Goldie's Barbecue in Fort Worth now with a couple of his buddies. Both of those guys are great friends of mine, and they cook amazing barbecue. If you're ever down there, stop at their places. But yeah, I worked there. I worked with a great crew of guys, and we always pushed each other to get better. And yeah, it was a great environment, and I miss Texas, but I'm happy to be here in my hometown of Youngstown, Ohio, to bring some Texas-style barbecue to Youngstown.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Jack, so what is different about Texas-style barbecue? I am used to barbecue with all of the sauces and all, but that's not what you do.
That's not what we do, no. We have sauce, but it's always served on the side. So we do a nice dry rub, and true Texas barbecue is basically just salt and pepper.
Exotic spices, right?
Yeah,
Salt and pepper.
Yeah, heavy. I do heavy on the black pepper, like most people do. But your main three things of Texas barbecue, it's called the Holy Trinity: ribs, brisket, and sausage, aka the hot link. Those are your main three, and then it's gotten pushed to the limit. Everybody's trying to push one another and outdo themselves, so we've all kind of added our own personal touch on Texas barbecue, but we also stay very true to the craft and respect it wholeheartedly.
All right, about to light the fire with Ohio Woodburner, great wood, cherry wood. It's a bit windy. First we gotta light the paper. There we go. And that should be all we need. This is honestly the best wood I've ever cooked with. Completely unbiased. I've used post oak from down in Texas when I used to cook down there. And you'll see this stuff lights up very, very quickly, and it burns very, very nice.
That's awesome. Jack, you've been in barbecue for a while. Many of my viewers are passionate firewood people. A lot of them are in business selling firewood. Talk about the role that firewood plays with a business like yours. How dependent are you for a quality firewood?
I am completely dependent on firewood because I cook my barbecue only using wood. I don't use electric or gas. I cook it start to finish in my smoker, so I couldn't do what I do without firewood. And having good firewood is extremely important because you don't want your food to taste dirty. You want to make sure that it's burning properly and it stays lit. And I honest to God, I never ever have a problem
with this firewood, it never goes out on me. It always burns clean. And when I say clean, I mean the smoke coming out of the smokestack. We call it thin blue smoke. You have that, or you have dirty smoke, which is what we don't want, which is what you would get with bad, untreated wood. But there's a reason I keep going back to him, and there's a reason that I always will, and that I will continue to recommend Ohio Wood Burner to all of my friends that need firewood, because it's honestly the best I've ever used.
That's awesome. Thanks so much,
Yeah,
Jack.
for sure.
How come you choose to use only cherry firewood?
Well, honestly, it's because you had it and I tried it and I liked it. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I was used to post oak. That's what we used in Texas, but then you can't get post oak in Ohio. So I decided to try the cherry, and look, there it goes. And I don't know. I tried it once. I really liked the flavor on it, and I just stuck with it. It burns really well. It's not overly powerful. You know, it doesn't destroy the flavor of the meat. You know, and it adds a nice sweet touch to it. But yeah, I mean, it's just a great burning wood. All right, we're putting tri-tip on the smoker. This is one of those kind of different things that I do that isn't traditionally Texas barbecue. If you don't know what tri-tip is, it's beef sirloin. Ohio is a big steak state. Everybody likes steak, so this is more of a leaner cut. It doesn't take as long to cook, but it's really good smoked. And now we'll open up our Moberg smoker, and we'll just start putting some meat on. This is a tri-tip. It's called tri-tip because it has 1, 2, 3 tips. It's not beef tips. Don't call it that, or I'll get very mad at you. All right. So we're just gonna lay these babies out like so. Make sure they're not touching.
So is tri-tip an expensive cut of beef? What's it?
Yes and no. Around here it tends to be a little pricier just because people aren't used to this cut. It fluctuates though. I buy really good meat. I always get prime, which is very important. There's 3 grades of meat. There's select, choice, and prime, and that's from worst to best. And that's just pertaining to how much fat content is in the beef. So prime is what you want. You know, you want to have a quality product. Start with a quality product in order to get a quality product in the end, and all about quality here at Space Kat BBQ. So I pay extra, and I get the good stuff, so that all of my guests can enjoy prime beef. That's the way to go.
So is this meat, is it already prepared in some way? Is it cooked in any way, or is it just going on to the smoker now?
This is going on raw. It's just rubbed with our special secret rub, salt and pepper. Yeah.
What is the secret in getting the flavor into the meat like this?
Honestly, man, you're a huge part of it. The wood, you know, that's probably the biggest part of it. And then, yeah, I mean, just a lot of love and you know, patience, and making sure you're cooking it right. Burning the wood right, like I was talking earlier about dirty smoke. You don't want dirty smoke. And I'm just spraying these with a little secret stuff just to start. What this is going to do is obviously going to help keep the meat moist, and it's also going to form that smoke ring that everybody loves, you know, the nice pink smoke ring. So basically, when the surface of your meat is wet, the smoke draws to the moisture, and that's where that pink ring comes from. Also, being cooked at the proper temperature, that's where the pink ring comes from. There's a lot of variables. I'm going to not give up all my secrets. You can check out some of my other videos on my YouTube channel, Sultan of Smoke, to see some secrets.
About this smoker, okay? So it looks to be, it's called a Moberg.
Yeah, Moberg.
It is obviously a smoker, but I mean, it's beautiful to look at.
Yeah, it's very nice. It was built by Sonny Moberg down in Dripping Springs, Texas, which is just north of Austin. He put a whole house around it for me, as you can see, because I cook in Ohio. So we need, oh, there's our 12 o'clock horn. I need protection from the snow and the rain because it rains and snows a lot up here in Ohio.
Really?
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's a pristine machine. It cooks very well. It draws heat extremely well. We can go look at the smokestack in a second and you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's aesthetically pleasing. Most importantly, it cooks very well. So this is the smokestack. You saw the fire burning. you saw when the doors were open, you couldn't see much smoke, and as you can see right here, you really can't see much smoke coming out. If you look really hard, you can see, like I mentioned earlier, it's thin blue smoke, and that's what we want. You almost want it to be clear, and that's a big misconception with barbecue and smoking meat. Is a lot of people think smoking is just getting a lot of billowing white smoke.
Yeah.
Which isn't the case necessarily. If you're cold smoking, it's a different story for another day. But when we're cooking, we just want to see basically fumes. Like if you look down the road on a hot day and you can see it kind of glimmering.
Jack, a lot of the viewers of my channel are passionate firewood guys. It's just a hobby for them. They probably cook with it themselves. A lot of guys and gals are in business selling firewood. You are a customer of the firewood industry. Talk to me about what a good firewood service means, or what do you look for someone to bring you firewood?
Well, first and foremost, the wood has to be good, like all the things I mentioned before. It's got to burn good, smell good, taste good, all that great stuff. But as far as service and everything like that, you definitely want somebody who's going to answer your call or text, and Joe's very prompt about doing both of that. I was pretty much out of wood, which I usually do because I kind of push the envelope on it just because I'm kind of a maniac like that. So I just called him a couple days ago, and he's like, it was Wednesday, he said, I'll be there Friday. Showed up, laid it all out for me. Yeah, it's being professional, you don't never want to deal with idiots when you own a business or a restaurant, but most importantly, good wood, being professional, and making sure that you show up and you get the wood, So also it's very important to make sure that, like I order cherry wood, I want to make sure I'm getting all cherry wood. If he were to throw in something like pine or mesquite, I wouldn't want to use it. I would be able to spot it, because I know my wood pretty well. And then if it happened to sneak its way into my fire, that wouldn't be a very good thing for my wood, my business, or my food. And then he might end up losing my business, which I know is something he doesn't want to do. So Joe's very consistent. I've always gotten full cherry. I always get what I want. I get it on time, get it at a very great competitive price. And yeah, he's a really cool dude, and I like seeing him too.
I should come here more often, guys.
Joe?
Yes.
For your hard work and dedication, you get a nice half pound of our beef tri-tip.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Can I take a look at it?
Absolutely. Let's see it. So you saw it go on.
That looks awesome. Guys.
Why don't you try one out?
Can I?
Lay, I'd love to know how it is.
That's awesome. I'm going to be honest with you, and I am an experienced meat eater. Oh, this is delicious. Exotic herbs and spices.
Get a close up on that piece of meat there.
Look at that. I can proudly say that I have the highest cholesterol in Northeast Ohio. And saying that, I had never heard of tri-tip before until I met you. I thought it was beef tips like you said before. Guys, this is awesome. This is delicious. Thanks so much.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thanks for being the man.
Yeah. How can I be the man when you're the man?
Well, I guess we're just double men. I don't know.
So Jack, I got to get back to stacking all the wood.
All
right.
And I got to get back to cooking all the meats.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a busy day for you.
Definitely.
You're going into the weekend.
It's Friday.
So guys, I'm so excited that you got to meet Jack Zizzo with Space Kat BBQ. And he has his own YouTube channel, Sultan of Smoke.
Sultan of Smoke.
I will put a link to his channel in the description down below. But Jack, thanks so much. I mean, this is just, I've said this before, and it is an honor to be your vendor.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I think that highly of you.
Thank you. And I think very highly of you.
Well, thank you.
I swear, without bias, you have the best wood in town and provide the best service of any wood producer I've ever had.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that includes other states too?
Every state I've ever cooked in.
Yes.
So thanks, man. Put it there.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
All right. See ya.
I really hope you enjoyed this video. I've been dying to do this one for a while, but our schedules have never meshed. So I appreciate everyone watching our videos. It really does mean a lot to us. If you haven't liked this video yet, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We post videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Everyone have a great day.